Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back on. This is awkward. Everyone's gone for a poop.
Oh no, who's on? Oh, we're still here. We're here. Hello, everyone.
It's just me and you.
Who's that little dude down there?
Scorpion. Man. Oh, I've got one of these. Hang on, I've got.
Yes, we're here, and I'm not doing anything on my computer. Really, I'm playing. Hi, everybody. So people went to go take care of some bodily functions because it seemed like the right time with everything, not working and stuff. But it looks like it's working again now, right? We're back.
Just as a heads up, as a result of Matochi having to reset his machine because it went a little bit derpy, the raffle has been reset. So in order to be in with a chance of winning a $25 Star Citizen gift card, you just need to enter ! Something in chat. Space Bros. There we go.
Do that. Yes, you should do that because that's a good thing to do.
Amazing.
Yeah, do that, and everything will be good.
Hang on, guys. Do you want to see my amazing? Hang on. Here we go. Oh! Sergeant Tickles is back.
We appear to be back.
Tickles is back. Everybody's back. Okay, almost everybody. Not everybody's back, but we're back. It's good.
Moist Noodles, a car. Nice. Dude, you're a fiery car.
Oh my god!
That is the coolest shit ever.
My car is fire. That's amazing. It's because I got the Mr. Bean mobile.
That is the best fucking thing ever.
I like everybody typed Space Bros and we hadn't had the raffle.
Oh, there we go. Mitch is back.
Yeah, everybody get on the raffle. Raffle's good to be in.
Now it's open.
Yeah. Hold on. Now we watch. No, you're supposed to eat the whole banana all at once.
It's like it's not.
I don't think so.
It's not that kind of stream.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. What am I doing here then?
Moist got excited.
That's for my private chat. You have to sub to that
that's
one.
For the, that's for the Patreons.
Yeah, that's for his Patreon channel.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I'm still in Renaissance Festival mode, so I've been trying to get out of it so hard, so to speak. Whoa, there's purring going on.
Yeah, Banana Inspector, Sagewise says. All right, so now if you entered the giveaway previously, guys, you are going to have to re-enter it. I know that Moist and
I just gave the speech.
Yeah, but I hadn't launched the giveaway when you were telling him to do that, so I launched it.
Sorry.
And so now if you didn't do it for the time I sat down, you really do need to type !Space Bros. If you want to check to make sure you're entered, you can check by typing !Brobux, BROBUX, and as long as you see a K in there for a keyword raffle, that means you're in it. So,
and that was the fastest banana I've ever seen eaten in my life.
Well, you're the one bite. I can't imagine, What
do you mean? I eat about 30 of those a day.
Yeah, I had a banana earlier.
I bet you never cramp up though. So
yeah, I eat a banana after every trip to the gym.
Potassium, it's good.
That's what I'm. That was
keeps us.
That was supposed to be the thing. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of potassium.
I eat potassium, powdered potassium, raw.
I eat powdered potassium. You may have protein powder, but
powdered potassium all day.
Jesus.
All right, that's more like it. Now we got more people entering it. So, where were we before?
I think we were about to talk about CitizenCon.
CitizenCon, yay! We're not going to switch.
It is that time.
I am not going to switch scenes anymore, so we have no more peripheral, visual.
We are
aids.
still on the wrong Yor, by the way.
We're going to stay this, so we're going to stay just.
Oh yeah,
that's
Yor is spelled incorrectly, Mitch.
We've been called out.
Hey, Mitt.
What?
Yor is spelled wrong.
I have let you know in Discord. I've whispered you on Twitch to try to not call it out.
Where's Yor at?
The banner that's going above our heads.
Oh yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. I have a list of people that literally have messaged me about it, and I'm keeping it. I want to see how many more.
Actually, just color is also spelt wrong, as is aluminium.
According to
that's you say it wrong.
In the UK, I believe that is true.
Yeah.
You say it wrong. That's
You're just lucky I didn't say address all, like all questions will be addresses, because I've done that before. But like ES.
All questions will be addresses.
Yeah.
You're assigned 11793.
You never know. The special. Oh, so CitizenCon, guys. We've kind of given you a breakdown when we're going to be there. Again, I will have, starting tomorrow, we're going to have a special meetup Google Doc put together. And that is just for people that want to be knowing what's going on with everything. I'm going to put you on a special list because I want to make it's going to be my mission to shake the hand of everyone who adds themselves to the list if you're going to CitizenCon. Because I at least want to know.
Oh, wait, are we on that list?
I'm not sure I want to be on a special list.
Moist, you're getting
people like me have been on special lists before.
Not that kind of list.
A different list.
I got you on a different list. It's
that's that blue hair though.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a good list. So it'll be a list that you guys can jump in there and do it, because I just want to see how many Space Bros are going to be there, and at minimum I want to be able to say hi, shake everybody's hand, and I literally am going to try to cross them off as I meet people, because I didn't do that last time. And there were so many people like, oh, yeah, we talked to each other, and I just want to get, because the problem is, as a streamer, and you guys might relate to this, I visualize a lot of people as their name, and it doesn't even commute to me. And when I meet people in person, they might tell me their Twitch handle or whatever, and I just don't visualize it until I see them in chat, because I know them through the way that they talk, and I know them through the way they have their name spelled. And if you take it out of that context, I just draw a blank. I'm like, oh. But then when I see him,
I agree.
Yeah, when we got back from Frankfurt, me and Toy, the minute I saw people in chat again, I'm like, oh, that was you. Oh, and it's like, being polite out there, I'm like, oh yeah, hi, yeah, I have no fucking clue who you are. I should meet you. It's like, I don't know. So I definitely want to make sure that I relate the names to the people and stuff like that, because it's important that I do that. So. It's one thing I learned from previous trips. So we will
that would be good for sure.
Yeah, and I'll have maybe I thought about bringing stickers for people.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna meet you guys and totally.
God, here we go again.
What?
Gonna send me the stickers to bring with?
Well, you don't live there. I'd send them to Luke. Come on, Luke's the victim this time.
Hey, what about a
lot left over still?
What about our RMOs?
RMOs?
Round metal objects.
Oh, yeah. They're already down there.
Oh, they're already down there.
Yeah, man.
$45 later in FedEx, they're there.
Okay.
They're there. They're ready for you. I even have them already broken out into...
It's a lot in FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy a couple beers.
Yeah, I might have to buy you a beer.
23 pounds is how much it weighs. It's heavy for a box this big.
Wait, how many did you have?
I have,
because I only have 7.
I thought you bought 10.
Did I?
I think.
I bought 10.
You guys 70, yeah. You guys, most of you got 10. Toy got 5. Everybody else got 10, and I got 1 reserved for Moist, so he had 1 for him.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, all the space, and I saved some here that I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send to Uber and Angels, and so they each get 1. It's like I want each team member to at least get 1 anyway. But yeah, they're huge, man. They're 53 millimeters or 2 inches.
Well, you got the 2-inch ones, didn't you?
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
They weigh literally 2 ounces a piece. They could do some damage, so they're big ones. But no, they're down there, and I got them broken out, and I think I picked up what about 120 of them? I paid $1,100 altogether with your guys' money combined. No.
Okay, so I owe you a tenth of a beer.
$1,400 is what I paid after shipping.
I'll drink most of it, and I'll give you the rest.
It was a total. It was a total of 200 coins. We paid about $7 a piece for them after shipping and all the costs and everything. So yeah, there was about $1,400.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And what are those at Luke's house or something?
Yes. Or in his front office's apartment, so he has them down there.
So if he forgets them, then we all get to beat him with the stock.
If they got lost in the mail somewhere, I haven't checked the tracking.
Also screwed.
Yeah, we're also screwed. But I did put $1,100 insurance on them because I was like, I ain't fucking losing.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so because $1,100 insurance on those costs like $5.
No, not MREs, RMOs. That's completely different.
Yeah, we're
anyone who's in the military knows
that would be hilarious
if
we were giving everybody MREs though.
MREs, that would
here you go for everybody.
No,
here you go.
MREs are way more expensive than those coins.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, but that'd be
hilarious. They don't taste as good though.
And nobody.
All right, no bullshit. I will say most MREs are pretty freaking tasty.
Yeah,
because they're high in sodium.
They are these days. Yeah.
This from the man who won't eat broccoli.
Yeah, because that's disgusting.
What's wrong with you? Why would you not eat broccoli, you freak?
Because the only time he ate broccoli, he ate raw broccoli.
The first time I've ever had broccoli, ever in my life.
That's like saying, well, I was going to try carrots, but I ate the...
Chat paid me biddies to try broccoli, okay?
So you're going to tell me next that you don't eat sprouts either? Like,
Nope. I'm a secondhand vegetarian.
And
the animals eat the veggies, and I eat the animals.
Have they put cigarettes back in the MREs yet?
No, but you could trade with M&Ms. That's about as good as
Oh, no.
There you go.
Missed the old MREs with cigarettes and can openers and stuff like that.
Dude, that's like World War II. What are you?
It's like, how old are you, Toy? He's like, I remember back during the Korean War.
Captain America was there, and it was amazing.
Back during the Korean War,
when I was in, that's what they were giving out.
Oh my gosh,
that was a while back.
He's like, I don't know. All I know is me and Eisenhower sat down and split an MRE.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
That wasn't. Toy was in the Korean War. Everybody.
Yeah. Him and MacArthur were like this. Really tough.
I'll tell you the story.
How first H-story ride.
Oh my god.
How Chesty Polar got his nickname.
Chesty Polar.
God. Anyway, back to CitizenCon. So we're gonna be going down there. We have all our dates set up and stuff. We are gonna be trying to rally at different food establishments, and actually, I think everybody was talking about that, except I don't think Scorpion was.
There may or may not be lists.
There are.
I don't
lists.
believe I was. No.
Yeah, but
JR and Cal's has roped me into going to a vegan ice cream place.
I saw.
Never would I ever.
I saw. The
Never would I ever.
Everywhere.
You literally cannot use the same name as cream and vegan in the same place. Cream implies dairy.
Well, actually, I'll have you know, I'm an expert in this matter.
That's a whole different area.
You can push your glasses up all you want, but
yeah. But no, we do have a list for breakfast, lunch, and dinner options and stuff. So there's some areas there, and we will be tweeting out when we go to some of these. As it evolves, we know where we'll go. So that way, if you guys want to meet up and hang out,
okay, good,
and do that stuff. So that's what we want to do. We'll also be. I know we're planning on doing a dinner Thursday. I think.
Three Forks.
That's our goal anyway. We'd probably need to have Luke or something.
Like we probably need to do that now.
Yeah,
you know what we need to do on Thursday?
We
got to do on Thursday, and we should do this after our studio tour. Test is having a humongous barbecue on Thursday, and I have directions to it. We should go crash their barbecue.
Oh yes, please.
Well, we might be able to do that, but we had the SpaceBropShow show on Thursday after our tour too.
Oh.
Yeah, but
some
we'll
of us aren't on the tour. We could
I'm sure we could bail out before the show. Get bailed out.
Yeah, can we use Open Table or something to go ahead and reserve stuff that we want or need, or call or something? I guess either way is fine.
I'm putting it all on Luke because it's his hometown now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
so we just gotta wait for him to get
for like
back
a month
town.
and a half. Hey, do everything.
Do it all, Luke. Come on. He's got it. But yeah, I figured just have him do it. But that's why we have backup options too, because we know things are busy around there and stuff. But during the week, I would think that we'd probably have pretty good odds of being able to get certain things. So we'll see. There's plenty of options though. Yeah. But I'm definitely not staying in line for 6 hours for barbecue. I know there's some amazing.
No,
but I don't have time for that. I just don't. So
I would love to try Franklin's barbecue because that's a once in a lifetime thing for me. But no, I'm not gonna.
So can we get reservations?
There's no. It's not the way they work.
No, but you could pay a lot of money to have someone stand in line for you.
Okay.
Or you could just pay everybody in front of you to go somewhere else.
That literally is a thing.
Yeah. So, but if anybody's local to there and wants to see if they can get a hookup for us in advance, that would be great.
Okay. That would be handy, yeah.
Just let them know the Space Bros are coming. I'll call them.
yeah, Toy will get it handled, no problem.
All right, cool.
It'd be great. But we'll be doing all that. So Thursday we got all those things planned. We'll be bar hopping after that, I'm sure. And then Friday most of us head out of there. So
I head out like really freaking early too.
So I just don't know how.
Dude, I don't head out. My plane don't leave until like 6:30, so I don't have to be to the airport till 4.
Yeah,
so I'm in office almost all day Friday.
Well,
I took one of the latest flights just for that reason too.
Yeah, I don't. I think my plane leaves at like 2 in the afternoon or 3 or something like that. On Friday.
Friday morning, I'm going to be at the airport. My plane leaves at like 5:40 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Might as well leave Thursday night.
So you're not a Thursday morning guy or Thursday night, yeah.
No, I'm a Thursday night guy, but it's just going to be what it's going to be. I mean, you know.
He can fly
so you're
drunk.
that
He's
head
not
to the
the
airport
pilot.
drunk guy.
Yeah, he can fly drunk. He's not the pilot.
That's right. Well, pilots can't fly drunk. It's 8 hours from bottle to throttle is the rule.
Well,
actually, it's 12.
I'm
it's
pretty
12.
sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if they really committed to it and put their mind to it, they could drop.
Okay, I can only speak to the Air Force.
Okay, Air Force is different.
Commercial.
Yeah, we're out here in commercial land or even private land. Yeah, Air Force probably there's a lot more riding on it. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Depends.
I would say Air Force is 12 bottle throttle, but
okay, I think it's 8 for FAA regulations.
Now I'm gonna Google that. I'm curious.
8. Yeah,
now I'm curious.
I thought it was 8. Let me check.
Acquiring rights want to know.
8 hours.
I'm gonna check it too.
The first thing that pops up is most pilots are aware of the 8-hour rule. Although many airlines have a more stringent 12-hour time limit.
Right. But FAA says 8, which is not enough, obviously. We know that. That's what the rule says. So, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Are we going to get breathalyzed in Star Citizen?
Yes.
Yes.
I like how we're talking about pilots drinking whenever we're all getting ready to get on planes. To go out there, I'm like,
worry.
Yeah, no problem.
They don't drink.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Let me just call one of the attendants. Yes, I just bought this bottle of whiskey for the pilot. If you could just go and give that to him, that would be great. Thank you.
A gift from me. Yeah.
There you go.
That's funny. I don't. Yeah, I may see if I can change my flight. I don't know. We'll see. But it's early. But yeah, it gets me back home early, which means I can also download and start playing and then therefore streaming Star Citizen 3.3. So works out okay, probably, kind of. Possibly. It is really early though, but yeah, that's true.
I imagine it's. I'll be honest with you. I fully expect Friday and Saturday for it to be shit because it'll be PTU.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure.
It'll be, hey guys, watch me. Oh yeah, that didn't work. Because that's
right.
Yay! Crash to desktop.
Yeah. Well, because PTU is being released to everyone.
That's right. They've already promised that, so we know it's.
You get a PTU and you get a PTU.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
I'm just gonna completely avoid Reddit while we have PTU because it's just gonna be full of people
throw
not
this out there,
understanding
guys.
what PTU is.
Am I the only person that doesn't do Reddit?
No, there's a lot of people that don't, but that's why I
read it. I mean, I read it every now and then, but
I have no idea how to even navigate Reddit.
There's only one Reddit you need. It's the Star Citizen one.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to get to it.
The only time I use Reddit,
reddit.com/r/Star Citizen.
Yep.
The only time I go to Reddit is when Evocati comes out, and then I spend all my time on Reddit.
I just know enough Evocati people that I end up finding out things. And no, the few is not one of them.
I was gonna say I was waiting for the list so that way he could break the silence of all the Evocatis.
No, I would never give up my sources. I'm like a good journalist, except for I actually have sources.
Yeah, banned by proxy.
If you know this guy, you're screwed.
Yep, there you go. All right, so speaking of Reddit, this is one of the beautiful documents that one of the Redditors puts up there all the time, and it is the update to the entire roadmap for what we have so far.
And whoever does this, I don't remember their name, but it is the most amazing thing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a member of the French community, I think, isn't it?
Well, we've already proven that the Spanish and French communities do it way better than we do here in America.
It's time to refire up those Saturday strums, I believe.
There used to be a stream team that used to do, Saturday.
I think so.
Big group battles
and we
stuff.
used to have people in the U.S. that actually showed up to them. And,
snap.
But so,
I think the English were in on those, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. The UK guys came over, too.
Maybe.
And we all got really lazy. And it's, whatever.
Well, when you start something and it gets taken over by someone else, you're like, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I felt about it. It's like, they're doing it too. Okay.
The thing is, it's been long enough. I think it's time to retake it over.
I think it's because there's going to be new toys and I'm going to want to play out there anyway. So there's lots of different stuff we'll be able to do.
Toy, he wants to play you.
How many people can you cram into a hammerhead turret?
Yep.
Taking bets for 25.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll do this re-simulation of what happened with Luke's 600i. We'll see how many people you can cram into it and which parts of the ship break off because there's too many people standing in it. So we'll do it in the hammerhead and some.
I think Moist just wants to see how many people would cram into anything.
I know he's a
crammer. Your butt's in my face. Don't worry about it.
Stop crouching.
It's right
Stop
there.
Crouching.
So
meanwhile, back at the ranch,
it'll be really good. I think the overall, you can see the overall completion ratio. What they're talking for 3.3 is 95%. We all know it's all.
That's a lot of check marks, man.
Yeah, a lot of check marks. I'm really hoping to see 3.4 flesh out more, though. Like, I know we will once they actually release this. I just kind of want to see what they're thinking about for it a little bit more. There's a lot of stuff on locations there. We're getting ready to go to CitizenCon for 3.3, and I'm like, what about 3.4, Chris? What? I'm ready.
I was gonna say, okay, let's look at it this way. If we were on a no shit regular schedule with no CitizenCon and all that, 3.3 would be out. Mm-hmm. We may or may not have 3.5 at this point.
Yeah.
3.4 would be 3 months away. That's most shit at this point is at a 0 mark.
And we have to bear in mind that we've got Christmas as well.
Yeah.
So
there's going to be a good 2 weeks off of that on both sides.
And let's also look at the body of content for 3.4 planned at this moment.
Not a lot, just ArtCorp, basically.
You're getting a location, which we all know how I feel about that. You are getting some other, augmented little mechanics to
300i rework.
Yeah.
So it is ArtCorp though. So I think from a OCS and performance standpoint, it'll be interesting to see how that does. I think.
I agree with that. Gas Cloud Tech is supposed to come online. We'll see if that holds there.
That's just basically clouds, isn't it?
But that tech,
no, that's also gas giants too.
Yeah.
Not only that, space visually will change because we should theoretically be able to see nebula in the distance and stuff like that.
Right.
So what we see.
Yeah, it'll be volumetric instead of just.
And it's the beginning for what we're going to see the tech that they'll have to put online for refueling. Because you need that tech in, don't you, to harvest the nebulas, to do all that stuff.
Okay, well, I'd buy that, but the space map or whatever you want to call it, sky map or whatever you want to call it, because we know we have a skybox, as you said. At this point, we know we have one because we've reversed quantum to it, which they've taken out, but we know it lands at 50 billion kilometers away.
Yep.
So you're saying they're going to change the skybox and other stuff we could see, or you're saying they're just going to change other stuff we could see?
Not for this implementation, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
not until we start getting jump points.
I think what it's going to do is it's going to change the way universe looks because they're not going to fake the nebulas and stuff you see in space. They're going to be actual gaseous bodies. But I don't think it's going to change what you're talking about with the skybox, Sergeant Tickles, at this stage. It's still going to be present like what you're talking about. But right now with the skybox, the nebulas or anything you see in the distance are actually, they're drawn in there. They're not actual volumetric gas.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that
because I'm saying we have nebulae right now,
but it's a drawing. Really.
But yes, they are drawn in. Yes.
Yeah, they're drawn in. They're not an actual physical form that you actually go through. My hope is to have dense enough nebulas, at some point you'll get that whole Wrath to Khan thing, where it's like you can hide into the gas cloud. You can
that's
stuff.
one of the things. So. One of the things I loved about Free Space 2, you spent quite a lot of that game in Nebula, and it was just so creepy, so creepy.
Yep, it's a whole
also with this gas cloud tech that they're working on. Chris said it in his walkthrough of the of Squadron 42 is the current size of the coil isn't anywhere near what it needs to be. So they need this gas cloud tech to be even better, so they can increase it to get it to the size that they want it. So.
And I'm assuming that's performance, right? That's why it's not the size yet.
It's not the size, and I think it's because
it's not the size that counts.
Well, yeah, it's the way they implement it though, Moist. Because like we talked about, since it's drawn in, they have to render all that like that's not actual, a formed body, like what they're talking about. So yeah, it's not. It takes a lot.
Yeah, they said they can't even do gas giants right now with their current.
Well, right, because we have a gas giant and
you explode at a certain range. You can't poof.
You can't even get anywhere near it. Not even close.
It's fake.
Yeah. But really, that's the whole body of work right now that they have planned for 3.4, which to me, I know they put in their playable female characters, but again, oh well.
Okay, I'm going to pose this question to the Space Bros here. What percentage of the people do you think are going to be playing as females come 3.4, given we get that the model?
60 to 75%.
Yes.
I was going to give a solid 85 plus.
If not higher, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All. Yes, it was at all.
Yeah, the sausage fest will end.
Oh, yes.
Now, what percentage of that 85% do you think will be actually women?
2%. 2%.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think you're right the first time when you said 2.
I don't know. So, it could be more than that. Maybe 5.
I was actually looking at my Twitter analytics this week, and while that sounds really boring, it is primarily Star Citizen people who follow me, and my male to female ratio is 3%. It's like 3% women.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
And someone in chat, so Phantom Killer said my daughter will play. Yep. My wife said I would never consider creating an account if they didn't have that.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter what the percentage is, because just flat out they need to have the damn female character model. That's all there is to it.
I know. But I also
because otherwise they have no hopes of getting, women in here.
I don't think that's the main reason though. I mean, to be fair,
I think it's big, honestly. I think it is bigger.
It's as big as people say, because I know the way my wife games and everything. And yes, she wants to play a female character, and that's the way she plays games and all that stuff. But I just don't think this genre of space is going to be a long-suited thing for a lot of female gamers that are going to want to do it. I think there's a certain metric of people that will, but I just don't think it's going to be long-term. And I don't think that the No Holds Barred is the female character. You're going to get more guys playing females than girls. That's a given.
Yes, yeah. I think it's going to be an honest to God. It's going to be like the military. Honestly, the military is like about a 8 to 10% female to male ratio, and I've called it the whole damn way. And if it's different at the end, I swear to Jesus, I'll give you guys all my ships. But I don't think it will be.
No, I think that's probably about right.
Yeah, I'm getting a banning merchant to sell shoes.
And I'm fine with all the guys playing girls, because you need that diversity appearance in the universe, because it just looks boring with all the same people all looking the same and all one
and everyone has a package.
Everybody all the same gender is just kind of boring and stuff like that. So it's just kind of whatever. But I don't think there's been some wild remarks on Reddit saying how CIG and everybody's losing out on all this money because they don't have girls in there. I don't believe that as far as the way they're targeting it, because they're acting like there's this huge array of female gamers that would jump into Star Citizen if there's women. I think the market that they're missing, which actually is there, is the huge amount of men that would play female characters in addition to their characters.
Sweet Jesus, yes.
There's a huge market for that, much more than there are women that would play that. And it's just because of that. And I understand in the, without getting too political, in the Me Too movement era and all that stuff that we're in, everything's like, we want it there because it's, that. But I feel like the people that are really vocal about the female characters are vocal about it for the wrong reasons than more the practical reasons. That's only my
Moist already has his character set lined up.
I will have spy accounts will be girls 100%.
Well, yeah, because you can get in because they presume automatically.
They don't. And the thing is, this is what makes
all
it
about a mind. It's all about mind.
My wife actually plays male characters in a lot of games because what's the first thing they ask a female character in an MMO?
IRL.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, or are you really a girl, or anything like that? And that makes my wife very uncomfortable. So a lot of games she will play a male character just to avoid that, there, because it doesn't make any sense. Like I don't want to, it's.
Oh, someone in chat brought up a very good point. Mm-hmm. All right, you're a female character, right? You're coming up to the bar and you're like, "Hey, buy me a beer." Right? Yeah. How are you gonna pull off that VoIP?
Oh, I don't have changer, man. Same reason it worked in every other game. Oh, I don't have a mic.
I don't have a mic.
Yeah.
Type in chat. I don't have a mic.
Or voice changer.
Or I don't feel comfortable talking. And people accept that, 100%.
Then you're a liar. Well played.
Yeah, but if you're perceiving that as a woman, no guy's gonna say that to her. I'm just saying. Anyway. I've played this whole game before. This is not.
Yeah,
it has been a girl before. Listen.
There you go. It belongs in because, right? I mean, women who play should be able to play as women.
If they want
I think,
to.
period.
Guys should be able to play as girls if they want to. It doesn't matter.
Guys should play as girls as well, right? So that has to happen. But I agree though. I don't think that they're losing out on.
No,
I
don't think
ton of money.
All I'm saying is
they need to do it because it's the right thing to do. That's it,
and that's what we want in the game. That's why they need to do it.
All right, hold on. I got to throw this out. It's not the right thing to do. It's not like we're like no women in our game. It's just that's not. They have some AI bodies that are females. Okay, and when they get that tech in game, right? Because right now OCS is more important. This is more important. That's more important. When they get that in game, come 3.4, hopefully.
Right, as a father,
that's what's going to be,
and a husband. I'm going to go ahead and say that obviously is the male take on this, because we have what we see all the time, so it's all good for us. I can definitely see where women have a problem with the fact that there is still no female character in here.
Yep.
And so I think we can easily say it's not as important as the other stuff. I think there's a whole segment of the population, even though small, that would probably disagree with that. So
I have a wife. I'm not married. Like I have a wife.
No,
but
I know.
That doesn't mean that the tech is more important than something else.
That's true.
So yeah, I have to admit, I side with Tickles on this one slightly. I get why women would like female characters, but at the same time, it has been explained to us several times why we don't have them yet, and it does make sense. They have had to redo a hell of a lot of animation.
And you're fighting for the
but it's on the books to come rights or soon. So that's not the question at this point, right?
Yeah.
The female teams have titty physics.
What really? How I'm gonna.
That's what you're fighting for right now. It's not about fighting for something. It's like they're going to be in game. It's not. We're not leaving females out.
I'd be fine. And the problem is, I also had a problem with. And it's not. I want female characters in the game. I thought they worked on the character customization too early in this game too. I didn't think they needed to do all that.
I agree. I agree.
I don't care if I'm playing a box. To be honest, that's me. I'd rather have the physics and characteristics of the ships and weapons and systems of the game for us to play as a team before I worry about my own identity as a player in the game, because my identity is meaningless if I have nothing to do with the character in the game.
But then it comes down to the team who designed and built the character customizer. Like it's about their priorities. They're not the same people who work on.
Right. Well,
physics
yeah,
and
the
shit
same
like that.
guys who work on the character customizer are not the same guys that work on the ships, are not the same guys that work on coding this and that, are not the same guys.
I am genuinely. You know, we've all played this game for quite a long time now, and I am genuinely looking forward to having a little bit of diversity in terms of the characters that we're seeing around us.
Well, see, if I ever decided to play a girl character, this is how I would do it.
I don't talk because I'm shy.
There you go. Perfect. But no, the only problem I have with it, and I totally understand, like, you know, my daughter, she's interested, but I won't allow her to play Star Citizen because she's 9, and I don't think that's an appropriate age to play this game.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion. She's not.
There's a lot of shitty people online.
Well, I don't let them play online games with people. I just don't. That's the way it is when she gets.
And that's what's called being a good parent.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't like projecting a lot of politics into my video games, and I feel like the female character model thing, and because CIG shot themselves in the foot by revealing all this stuff so early and then making it an issue and then promising it and taking it away and causing all their own drama, I feel like they've projected the female character model being in the game as a woman's issue, and it's not a women's issue, it's a game issue for the universe. And that's the problem I have with it. It's like I just get tired of, like, I feel like it's a political thing. Is every time it comes up, it's like I feel like it's a little bit more of that.
There was a game recently where there was a whole load of backlash, and this comes back to the comment that was in chat about booby jiggle physics. Now, it might seem funny and haha, let's all have a laugh, but I genuinely don't see what the big fuss is about it. And I personally, even as a gay man, I actually kind of like it just because it's realistic.
Yeah.
You know, go play Conan Exiles.
There you go. Well, here's the other thing though. You can't have fat people in there. I can't have a realistic body style of mine. I have jiggle physics, not in really attractive areas.
That's very true.
But I'm just saying.
Jiggle
physics. You know.
I too have jiggle physics.
Yeah, we got jiggle physics, and it's the whole thing is. They've already said they can only make a certain body type and stuff. Is the next issue going to come up that, like, people that are my body style or a woman that has a different body style and we're perturbed to fit into these one tight type outfits? Is that going to be a big issue next? And they're going to have to redesign all the ships.
Here we go
it's just
with tier 0, right?
Yeah.
Tier 0. You will. I almost damn near guarantee you will be able to create a fat guy. I'm fat as fuck, okay?
They aren't
I've got a beard. You know what? I can't make a guy with a beard.
Nope.
Can't do it.
Your helmet
it's not possible.
I can't make a guy with blue hair. What the fuck, Jay Lee?
I know,
no, bullshit. You got blue hair for like a patch.
Yeah, there was some bluish hair in there for a little bit.
It wasn't a patch. It was the 3.2 PTU, 3.1 PTU.
Okay, but nonetheless, Moist Noodle got his own hair in a patch. Just throwing it out there.
That's true.
But the thing is, there will be fat people. Okay, there will be. That's all there is to it. Because how many fat people play this game?
There won't
Probably
be.
a lot.
There won't be. Watch. There won't
will
be. There's no kids.
I guarantee
no
you
fat
there's
people.
going to be fat people.
No kids, no fat people.
No kids? No.
Nope.
People just
kids.
They're gonna have to redo all the animation sets. They're gonna have to widen the tables so the fat people can sit at the.
They do. You can't fit the
what have you done,
cockpits.
Tickles?
Well, they've already said like in the heavy armor, you can't
squeeze across 2 seats in the whatever that damn ship is called. Yeah, so
Starliner. We'll have to buy
Starliner. Yes.
Liner. Yeah,
double
so
tickets.
I don't think it's gonna work.
God, I'm already borderline there. You don't know how hard it is to squeeze my big ass in these airplanes. It's like I already almost have.
Dude, I've got to do it like 4 times. Okay, this trip. Don't even. Moist Noodle's gonna like slip into the seat and almost fall out.
Moist Noodle, he's skinny enough they could just like throw him in the
I'm
carry-on.
6 foot.
I know.
3.
Moist, you are not 6'3". Jesus Christ!
I'm not skinny. I'm not as skinny as I appear.
Good Lord, man!
You're skinny because we're all large.
I'm skinny from the shoulder. I'm skinny from the shoulders up, right? From the shoulders down, it just goes.
I'm scared at this point. I'm going to be Moist's pet at this point. Jesus Christ! I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
Oh, hello! I'll bring my collar and leash.
Whoa.
Here comes the leashes and stuff. Let's see. All right, moving on there.
Look, I don't need the money that bad. All right.
You will eat the broccoli, baby.
Wait till how it goes in Austin. Yeah,
He's got. I can't wait. Moist is gonna be all like,
"You will eat the broccoli."
Moist is gonna be like in 300, where that dude like puts his hand on the shoulder, and be like,
yeah,
"I am a benevolent god."
Xerxes from 300. I remember seeing a meme from that. It was like a meme about shoulder rubs or something.
A moist
like
meme.
It'd be perfect. All right, 3.5 real quick. So, the body, the whole point of that, the 3.4 didn't have a lot of meat and potatoes to it as far as game mechanics goes. It's got a few things that have been hot button issues in the community. But other than ArtCorp, like, woo, here's another area. Just really expanding upon that. They do get a lot of ships out. They get the Hawk, the 300 series, which I've never been a fan of. I do like the reworks that they've shown by comparison to the original 300s. But I think the only ships I care about of that whole thing, even though I own a Hawk, is probably the Freelancer Max. I'm really waiting to see. I think that's going to be a cool ship.
I have to throw this one thing out there. I'm sorry. Someone said no fat people because high-tech future. Has anyone ever seen WALL-E?
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone in the future is fat. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
But as far as 3.5 goes, DNA face customization. See that thing that's red right there?
I don't know
with
what that
nothing
is.
done to it.
I know what that is.
What is it?
Moist. What is that?
Well, I think I know what it is. So I think this is where it's a bit like a police EFIT. So I think where people like Maya and what's his name, that Englishman, Super Mac Bros,
that English bastard,
have been scanned in. Yeah, that English bastard. I think you'll be able to take Maya's chin and Super Mac Bros nose. And they've spoken before about being able to blend between them as well, so you could have a mix of Maya's nose and Super Mac's.
Yep, I couldn't get my face scanned because I'm too fat. Wouldn't work.
You're not even. What are you, like 6'8"? Stop.
Yep, 7'20".
720. Yeah.
No. Let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where you can do the mesh up of the different regions of the face and stuff like that. That'd be cool. I'm really interested in the reputation loss system to see what version one.
That makes sense.
That is big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Salvaging.
It's salvage. Yeah, salvage.
I know. So 3.5, we look for a lot of cool stuff.
3.5's got a lot of gameplay in it.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize this. No, I don't think anyone has really looked beyond 3.4.
Yeah.
Because people
I was looking at
3.4 as like the end all be all.
Yep.
And not in the sense of like, oh, that's all we're getting, but like 3.5 is meh. Like it's evolving, because as of right now, it has been evolving.
Yep.
But there's been a couple of things that have been in there as this is coming in 3.5. We're looking at this at this point. We're looking at this at this point. And some of those are in 3.6. Yes, my beloved 890. But some of these things are major gameplays, and this is not the only big year for Star Citizen. The next year after Christmas is going to be huge too.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are looking at it as big as it really is.
Yeah.
3.5 is probably, like, I was generally excited for OCS and that was it, but 3.5 as a patch I am super excited for because of the reputation law system and salvage. I think there's a couple of other bits in there as well.
They've tossed some around. Now, there's also, like we talked about, things been added to this. You have to also remember they have removed some items from the roadmap.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of, here and there.
Yeah, just real quietly, not saying that they're gone from
land claims.
Yeah, land claims entirely are gone right now.
Yeah,
from the
find
roadmap.
those. Find them anywhere.
Yeah. I thought it was curious when they first added them. I didn't expect them to come in where they did originally on the roadmap. And now that they're gone, I find it very interesting that they just didn't say anything about it.
Well, okay, but the roadmap is subject to change, right? That is the rule.
Yeah. But that's a huge feature, supposedly, if you
yeah, but that gives them the thing of like, oh yeah, we don't have to tell you anything.
They don't have to, but I'd like to know. Maybe they will tell us if we ask.
Where did land claims fall before?
3-4.
Yep.
Because that's interesting. Because surely land claims would have needed the law system, right?
Well, that's part of what I thought was the reasoning behind
they
it.
need beacons.
But secondly, I think they wanted it to come in line with the FPS because you were going to have something to do on land. You would have raiders. You would have AI defend. And I think maybe they decided to focus more on the FPS AI and push that back more.
Not only that, what was the land claim ship? What was the name?
The Pioneer.
The Pioneer.
Okay, where's that?
Well, you don't need that to claim land. You need that to build the outposts.
Well, Kinrun has made a good point in chat. They might coincide land claim with the launch of the Pioneer.
That'd be kind of weird to me personally, but they might do that. I could see them possibly doing that because I think there's potential gameplay there for us to actually. What I hope they do when they actually put lane claims back into the game or back into the roadmap, rather, I want them to have a orbital body, even if it's just like they do with the stations where they're not meant to be in that system, but they are. I want to have one that's not patrolled by the UE. And I think that's part of the reason you need, like you were saying, Moist, the reputation loss system in. We have not experienced what Chris has talked about these bands of monitored space, because everything's kind of monitored, right?
Yeah.
So we know yet, yes.
Yeah. We need to have part of the solar system be unmonitored so we can feel that difference, right? Like the difference, like make valuable mission here, but it's dangerous because it's not monitored. As criminality actually evolves and has repercussions with the law systems and stuff, we need an area of monitored and unmonitored. And so that way you can have that bad versus good area for pirates to dwell, those type of things. And what would be interesting is if you introduced a land claim system after you have these type of mechanics in, so then you could fight over land in certain areas, right? Because the monitored space where you claim it, that's UE registered. But if you have land surfaces that aren't in monitored space, you don't need a land claim because it's whoever takes whatever from whoever.
And I want you to think about everything you just said, and that sounds freaking amazing. Mm-hmm. But does that sound like 3.5 or 3.6 to you?
That sounds like...
No, end of next year.
Yeah,
end of next year.
That sounds like 3.9, 4.0.
Yeah.
Something.
But we need something to fight over in this game. We need something to play around
with. No, I
with.
totally agree.
We have to have some point of contention in the game to just make us want to play it.
Dude, at this point, I'm hoping the difference between Hurston and ArtCorp will be something worth trading.
Yep.
I want to be able to pick up some med supplies here and be like, look, this is the place you get med supplies. And Hurston needs med supplies. And you go give Hurston med supplies. And then Hurston has something, right? Yep. We don't know what that is yet. And you know what, ArtCorp, we really need that shit over here on Yella. Because we have trading as almost the most basic shit in the game.
Yep.
And we don't even have that. We don't have any trading.
Yep. But there's not a lot of value to it. There's no value to try to prohibit it. There's no real risk in doing it other than somebody might be a D and just come up and blow you up to be a D. It's not profitable to them. They're not going to scoop up your loot and sell it. You know what I mean?
Well, right. No, I totally agree. Yes.
So you need something that makes it, like if you have an unmonitored zone that you could trade in, say it's like high risk, and there was a way for you actually steal and loot and take cargo and it be valuable to you, that would make sense. But you have to have the reputation system online from 3.5 to actually make it matter more of a long-term thing, not a, hey, I'll go to Cray and just unlock this, That way, if you choose to blow somebody up in monitored space to take their stuff, it's more severe repercussions than like, meh, who cares? So
right. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that's as a trader. Mm-hmm. I'm a hauler by trade. Mm-hmm. And if you have nothing opposing you, then what's driving up prices?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yep. And quickly, we'll talk about. Go ahead if you get something.
My one question is salvage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think because obviously it's tier 0 or version 1. I have a horrible feeling that it's going to be very similar to mining. Or do you guys think that it will be considerably different?
I think it'll be like mining, but they'll try to put a different kick on it. Like maybe you cut away certain things and then grind them up and process them instead of like I hold the laser on it to make it destroy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to cut it a certain way, but if you hit the wrong area, you could cause damage or you can do something. So it'll be similar in some sort of risk, but you have to, you know what I mean? You have to do it in a different way. And I don't think it'll be hugely profitable unless you do it in a specific way.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like what later implementations. Like the Reclaimer is the ship that really got me into Star Citizen, and I cannot wait until I can. Like I've heard rumors that somewhere on Daymar there's this sea of Banu merchantmans that have been abandoned. I look forward to taking my Reclaimer down there.
There's everywhere,
chewing them up, and then my grinders just grind to a halt, and then I look down there and they're just clogged up full of shoes. It's the dream, man. Yeah, it's the dream.
Leg bone in there, just kind of plugging up the grounds. Let's see. Let's talk 3.6 real quick. So far, and that's way far out, so it's obviously not going to be that populated.
890 jump.
890 jump. Refineries, I think, are going to be interesting because they're going to be new points to go to and process different things.
Refineries could be game breaking with processing ore without debris. Money-wise,
it depends on how they break it down, right? Like, is it more cost efficient to fly back and forth to a refinery, or is it more cost efficient to take a little bit of loss and process it more locally with the machine that's not as 100% efficiency? You know, so I don't know. It really depends on what you're running. I think if you have an Orion or something, then
which isn't in the game.
Yeah, but an Orion can get like 100% processing done on itself.
Well, the Orion has a built-in refinery.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
The point is, though, I'm just giving you something to talk about.
Absolutely.
Those poor plebs with prospectors.
Yeah.
The only 2 ships in the game, and only one is actually in the game. So.
Yep. Pinging and scanning improvements. We don't know really what that is because it's just very general.
They're going to put a big floating hand.
There you go.
Right here.
He's right here. There you go. Physical inventories, I think, are going to be really cool because it's going to make what you carry matter. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I can't hold 1,000 guns in my inventory, and then when I get done shooting tickles around the corner at Korea, I can't switch out to my next weapon and be like, oh, look, I got another weapon with 100 clips. And
I'm preparing for all the salt on Reddit
magazines.
Don't you start with me with that shit.
If you're going to kill me, for the love of God, say the right thing.
No, don't start with that shit. I'll use 1,000 mags and 100 clips.
Terminology that is correct. God damn it.
Guild systems. I'm interested because we've had a lot of groups have had orgs and guilds forever, and they do nothing in game.
You know, it's funny.
I'm interested to see what they do.
I was, just watching old CitizenCons, and I started, way back. Nope. And I think it was, 2014 or whatever. They said the guild system was coming out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someday. They meant someday.
But even if all they gave us with guilds was the fact that I could tell who was in my organization on the field, that would be something.
That'd be great.
Other than blue on the UI is what
blue,
we mean.
Blue could be your squad, but maybe your org's orange or whatever you set it to or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you're Drake and then it's green. Okay.
Yeah.
Or, they could also easily kind of auto-add org mates to, another type of party, right? So we could share ships and stuff. Yeah.
Make people in your squad that you've partied with blue, make your org green or something. You could do really easy stuff. Yeah. Another thing that's really exciting about 3.6 to me, because this is really the next build I'm really excited about. The rest of them, they're good. They're going to have one or two things.
No, 3.6 is the one, huh?
3.6 is the one, the next one after 3.3 for me that I'm really excited about. Because it also is going to have not only guild systems, repair, ship-to-ship refuel version 1, right? You're going to finally have FPS have different types of combat styles. The problem you have with a lot of the different combat styles with like ships right now is the Van Duel ships fight the same way the pirates do. You're going to have different types of FPS AI fight differently, apparently, based on their
Can I take it back to repair a second, because this is actually a little bit misleading. It's repair externally only. So it's like the shell of the ship. What I'm not actually that bothered by that. I'm happy that it's something in terms of repair.
Yeah.
But what I'm excited for is when, for example, when I was talking earlier about the long quantum jumps on multi-crew ships. Being able to get out of my seat and going and repairing things inside the ship, and it also gives your crew stuff to do as well.
I think the first version that's just going to be replacing components. So you know what I mean? I think you'll blow out a component. You'll have to go to the cabinet, get a new component, put that component in, and do that.
Oh no, the repair V1 is, if you actually read the roadmap, it states it's external repairs on the ship.
No, I just mean what you're talking about with like internal. When it comes online, I think it'll just be swapping out before they go to the next level and yada yada yada. Server speaking improvements, again, that's pretty vague, but the combat styles are going to be interesting to have different things fight different ways, because that means you'll have to kind of, maybe you're better at fighting certain different groups than others because you kind of know the style of which they either fly or fight on the ground and those type of things. I find that interesting. The other thing that I found that I don't know what it is the insurance service refactor. Does that mean they're going to raise the price back up to what it's supposed to be, or the time? I don't know.
That's finally the fix for claiming something and it doesn't have doors.
That would be nice. Thanks, Chris.
It could
All
be.
you had to do is add comments.
Could be. Just add comments next time you tweak anything in the game, Chris. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so that's it for roadmap. We're gonna switch over to questions and then draw this raffle and get out of here because it's getting super late.
Woo!
Sorry for all the issues we had with the stream, guys. I think the IPS took a kick in the nuts, and then the ingest server didn't like it, and then it was a big problem. But we'll piece the whole shit.
Dude, stuff happens.
It does. It does. Let's see how many questions we got. One of these days, we're going to do old questions. I'm going to pull questions up from 2 years ago.
That'd be pretty fun.
And to see,
Dude, that would be awesome, actually.
Like, yeah, this question was asked October 2 years ago. So,
boom, done.
So when do you guys think female characters are going to be in the game? Oh, man. Let's see here. So we have... Oh, this is good. We got about 6. That's all right. We don't need to go crazy tonight. We've, stretched it out. And you're going to have a nice long show from us next Thursday as well. Veclor asks, he says, do you think we will see FOIP as a part of a character creation process? That's an interesting question.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Got my answer. No.
It was, do you think we'll see FOIP as a part of the character creation process?
Potentially.
I would think that'd be cool.
Even if it was to configure the initial configuration.
Yeah, because if I make a character, I could see what his mouth movement and eye movement look like. Like, hey, do I want this? I don't know. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary, but I think it'd be cool. And it says also, this is the second part of the question, would you like to see different facial expressions or moods you set in conjunction with using FOIP? Well, you will.
Well, I think it would get the mood from your face.
It does, yeah.
I think, yeah.
I was talking about something like this, though, concerning the body. I would like it if you could actually have some sort of, tag your emote with your FOIP real easily, to where if you're angry, you could be, and you could make the face at the same time. So I need to hot button a bunch of stuff or something. It'd be cool if they had the emotes set up like that, where you could kind of match it up.
All you need, right, are Oculus Rift sensors and these, right? Yep. And then you can just wave your hands around like a crazy person.
I would just play the entire game like this. Hi, guys. What's going on? Just walk around all day like this. Hi, guys. No, I'm good. Nothing's wrong here. We're fine. You doing good?
You just need some string to hold them up for you, so you don't actually have to hold your arms up.
Just walking around the entire verse with your arms straight up in the air for absolutely no reason. Be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, next question for Veclor as well. Says, what other types of gameplay do you think mechanical limbs will bring, such as smuggling compartment for a gun and a bottle of rum inside the mechanical leg?
Let me tell you something. You do not need mechanical limbs to smuggle. Yeah. And that's from personal experience.
But it would be cool.
Whoa, hey, whoa. I'm just gonna throw this out there at I'm just gonna be happy to have them.
Yeah.
What, smuggling compartments?
I think smuggling inside of mechanical limbs are gonna be tier 87. I don't think that's gonna come anytime soon. Throw it out there. I hate to be the bum ass, but
yeah. Although I like Coldest Blood's idea of the hollow Robocop thigh gun, I would be down with that. Like, that'd be cool.
Can you imagine, right? Your
code that, please. Code that.
Was it quadruple paraplegic, right? And your org is about to go to war, and you're like, guys, I'll be right there. And then you walk into it, and you come back out of the room, right? And you've got knives coming out of your knees.
Yeah.
And you've just basically got big swords.
You just put on different mods, right? You just put.
I'm ready.
Okay, and at the beginning of every raid, you're like, you know what? Attack their paraplegics. That's not going to go over well. It's not. It's going to be bad.
I didn't think this through. Sorry.
No. No. No.
At that
I'm
point,
sorry.
I
don't
think you're just
see that going
well. At that point. Xveneer says, what is everyone most excited about with all the content coming for the rest of the year with 3.3 and 3.4? Does everyone feel like they're finally ready to bring people that were on the fence for Star Citizen? So is there people that you can think of in your personal lives or anything, or other gamers that you know that you wouldn't have introduced Star Citizen 2, or they were kind of like meh, that you think at this point with after these builds have come out and they're stable, that you would bring them into the fold? You'd be like, hey, check it out now. Look at this. I think you'll be really into it.
I think it's way too early still.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, one of the major things that was holding me back from trying to convince people or friends to get into it was performance. Mm-hmm. If the rumors about OCS are true, then I wouldn't feel so bad if my friends bit the bullet. But there's still no gameplay loops there. There's still nothing that encourages you to play.
Everything looks beautiful, but there's no gameplay.
This is true. No, yeah, I agree. I mean, even what we have in there right now is still not quite enough. Like, look at the cargo hauling and the trading. There are no actual really good loops there right now. Like, you can kind of do a couple of profitable trades, but not really, right? And the mining is okay, there's kind of some stuff there, but it's not enough to really get going. I mean, if once they have buying ships in there, then you can kind of start to get some kind of loop going. Yeah, I think we're a little ways off still on that.
I'm making a call.
I'm going to be the outlier here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had multiple people go, you know what? As soon as frames get better, I'm in. Yep. Not gameplay aside, right? Whatever. Yep. I've literally had people say, as soon as frame gets better, I'm in.
Yep. Yeah.
And if
I just called my buddy Derek, and he's definitely in now. He was totally on the fence before, but Derek is 100% behind the game.
You've literally called your friend mid-stream right now.
Mid-stream. He is ready. He said he apologizes for all the bad blogs and tweets. He's ready to get it now.
I take everything back.
All right, well, that's good to know.
It's good.
But no, literally, I literally have friends that have said, you know what? It once their frames get better, I'm totally in.
I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of people.
Patch, then I think you're going to get a lot of people.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it to anybody that I haven't already suggested it to, based on the type of people they are. But I think you'll get a lot more activity. It's not ready. There's certain people in it. Like, my wife will not play this crap at all right now, for some of the same reasons that you guys stated, like no female character. but the gameplay elements aren't there for her. She would want to do full mining, not, hey, I'm going to go play around with a rock and, just test the stuff. She wants to do exploration stuff. She won't want to play this stuff until we have full gameplay loops for her to at least see that. So that's just the way it works.
Well, and that's your two different people. Mm-hmm. We have people who are willing to be in right now, and that's us, right? Yep. We're not, no matter what the frames are, no matter whatever is, we are in right now.
Yep.
And you have people like, you know what? Once your frames get better, I'm totally down to play whatever the fuck it is.
3,000 hours in so far.
And then you have people who are like, you know what? When you get frames, when you get some great gameplay, when you get training routes, you're always going to have people that you can add fingers to, right? For the list.
Yep, absolutely.
And the more people that CIG can bring in on that list, the better.
Yep.
So frames are one of those things, and once they check that box, I sure as hell hope they check the next.
That's true.
And the next. So
it'd be good. All right, next question from Gingy Truckin'. It says, are we going to be able to control how long we are in hypercruise? E.g. Warp 1, Warp 2, etc., etc., so we can have some time to repair our ship while cruising. Oh, that's interesting. So basically,
that I would like.
I would like that too. If I could choose to quantum at a slower rate to stay in quantum, that'd be kind of cool.
I've never even considered that before.
No, I hadn't either. That's a great idea, Gingy. I like that. So that way the people are like, I just want to get there. They'll get there in 3-5 minutes, wherever. The other guys could be, we need to take about 12 so I can prep the crew properly. I like that.
And also, if you take damage to your engines, you could lose some of your quantum speed, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. Next question from Sid says, I heard some people talking about the Carrack getting bigger. Is that true? And if so, does it mean it's in production, or is that fake news?
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news, because it may get bigger. Because everything in Star Citizen generally does, so it's a very generalization statement to say that. But we know it is not in production, because Disco has literally promised us the minute it goes in production,
banners and things
and flares and fireworks will go off. He promised that he would tell us specifically, everyone in the community, that the minute it hits production.
The Carrack is at CitizenCon.
No, it will obviously grow in size, though. But here's the thing. Everybody who has a Carrack, and I'm one of them, should just cool their jets. We want the Carrack to come out last. That should be the last ship that comes out, because then it's going to be the best. And it doesn't have to be reworked 10 times.
Because you're not going to do crap with it now except walk around and say, hey, this looks cool.
Like,
amen.
600i.
Preach, sister.
That's what I'm saying. Because right now, it's like all the people that were hyped about getting a Reclaimer, why aren't you flying a Reclaimer?
I flew one today.
Yeah, that claw's working out awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, but you know what I said? Everybody was like, oh, this Reclaimer's amazing. I don't see very many Reclaimers out there in the server anymore.
Nope.
So, just saying. And the last question of the night from Sagewise says, how far off do you think it will be before we can use bathroom functions in-game? Example, like scum functions in-game.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big announcements at CitizenCon. It's going to be that we can actually poop in the toilets. I think it's going to be the big thing.
Yeah.
I can confirm that JRDF has been modeling a giant turd for the stage.
But
that's what they spell the money on.
But the Cutlass is still not going to get a toilet. Just saying. That's, I think.
We had a toilet.
Steal yourselves. It's still not getting a toilet.
Yeah.
Chris showed us the mechanic not that long ago, so it's not that far off.
Absolutely.
Are we really concerned with pooping that much?
I think that can wait a while.
I think
we should get female character models before we get pooping in the game.
think they should go
female character models and mapping of celestial bodies.
Yes, exactly.
I think that everybody who complains about not being able to use the bathroom, if they decide to add that full mechanic in, should get
She'll wait.
Should get dysentery for the first 6 months of the game live, and so they literally have to spend 95% of their gameplay shitting
You've died,
the bathroom.
Jerry.
It's like they'll go through the forums, they'll find all your complaints. It's like, oh, you want poop? You have poop. It's now your like trait. You know, everybody has like a bad trait and a good trait. You get dysentery for like 6 months. Perfect.
Well, the thing is, with the volumetric
Oregon
gas
Trail
tech
original.
coming, with the volumetric gas tech coming, then we'll get perfect like steam
Volumetric
off the
gas.
poop. You know, it'll be amazing.
All right, so we hit the right topic for the mostly.
I can
male
talk about
audience
this
here,
all
so it's
day,
perfect.
honestly. Like different consistency of nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we covered nuts in my stream earlier. We won't be
Nuts and
doing that
poop.
this stream.
Yeah.
They just go right
That's-
through mostly, pretty much.
They're not going to put the poop mechanic in until they get the liquid mechanic straight.
That's right.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then that's going to be the debate on like proper wiping techniques. Do you go toilet paper? Do you go shells?
Okay, toilet paper over.
Ply?
Do you
Not
go,
under.
back to front.
Ply?
yeah, but do you
Right.
go shells instead? Like what are they
No,
going to do?
You hang your
That's
toilet
only-
paper
that's
over,
origin.
not under.
That's
Don't
origin.
even.
So many different things could happen there. It's insane. All right. We are going to get ready to pull this amazing super gift card and piss off everybody who was here early in the
Okay.
stream before the whole server went down.
Okay,
there are a
but for
lot,
real
aren't
though,
they?
I'd like to say
Mm-hmm.
$25,000.
Yep.
That is amazing.
And
And slow clap to you, good sir. Well played.
well, I owe it
Yes.
to most of the community because most of that didn't come out of my personal bank account. That was donations from a lot of people. I did put a chunk of that in there, but there was a lot of people to help contribute to that. And so, yeah, with this, as you can see here illustrated, with this amazing...
As you did that.
No.
Why do you do that?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we did. Wow, look at that.
What is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
timing
split.
thing with this, man?
I don't know. Hurry
Okay,
up and draw.
never
it.
mention that you're doing something awesome again. Don't do that.
Stream died again? Well,
Yes, but you're loud and clear.
could they hear me, though? Could you guys still hear
I
Yeah, I
don't
can hear you.
think so.
No,
I see
We
how
can
it
hear you,
works.
but they can't. I don't think.
No, but chat's still there. You can still. Can you still post in chat, Mitt?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think it's just XSplit took a poop. I think the rest of the system's still up.
yeah.
Here we go again with the new raffle.
Yeah, there's only 45 people entered again after we came back anyway. After we had we had over 100 people entered. So good draw it anyway. Oh, and it's got to be somebody who has to answer in chat. Isn't that a bitch?
Sketch grab.
He answered.
Oh, he's right there. Yeah, he's there.
Yay!
Sky Scrab. Was that the winner?
Yep.
That it?
Yeah.
Why did I not type that right?
Oh, they can hear us? Can hear you all. Okay.
Oh,
God.
fantastic!
So
Well,
it's
then-
just screen.
Oh, hey there.
I was gonna say it didn't say you dropped frames; it just froze.
All right.
The thing.
good.
so.
Good thing we didn't say anything bad about anybody.
Yeah. It's like, what a bastard, man! I can't believe that Skyscrab just won. This. Oh, sorry, I'm on the air. Oh, sorry, guys. Anyway, congratulations. Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I'll send you a whisper to get your details and all that stuff. But yeah. But guys, again, thank you for being here. Sorry the thing froze for the millionth time. I guess we just have to start donating for a brand new $25,000 computer because apparently the $5,000 computer isn't enough to run the thing. So, but anyway,
seems
it's
fitting.
late. I love your faces. We'll be on sometime tomorrow to say hi and all that stuff. Check out all these guys when they play throughout the weekend. Scorpion, you gonna be on in the morning?
Yeah, man. 9 a.m. So 6 hours from now, I'll be on.
Sweet. Moist, when you gonna be on next?
Probably at some point today. I'm meeting Miserable G to do some stuff prior to CitizenCon today.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm
Nice.
packing my bag. Well, I'm putting my board into its bag and stuff today. So.
Oh, put your whatever into his whatever.
Oh.
Yep. And then Tickles, when are you gonna be on? I think some people can hear, some people can't. But that's fine.
Yeah, some people can. 8:30 tonight Eastern time, Wifey Saturdays, and we have 2 starter pack giveaways. So,
yep, nice. That's gonna be good. And Toy?
Probably later tonight as usual, or and definitely tomorrow too.
Right on.
Goo Dog.
Everybody comes back. What happened? Oh, I didn't hear the raffle. The stream died. It's all burned. Fires everywhere.
Yep.
So if you can hear this, if you can hear the sound of my voice, have a good night. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.
Good night, everybody.
Later.
I'd change it.